right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. We got another top 5 for you tonight. This is our top 5 monsters in films. All right, guys, our top 5 monsters in films, strictly films, no TV.
I'm out. No,
I will start. So these are like the monsters that are most memorable, iconic, best designs, all that stuff. So, yeah, I'll start. Here we go. So the shark in Jaws is so iconic. It's the reveal about an hour or over an hour into the movie. There's not a person that's watching that for the first time, and their jaw doesn't open a little bit when they see that shark pop out of the water. Yeah, no pun intended, but
just because it's great and practical and not CGI.
Yeah,
all the ones following.
Yeah,
I've just said this literally the other day. How has it been almost 40 years? Almost 50? What is it, 40 years?
Almost 50.
And they have not made a shark movie that's as good as Jaws. How is it possible?
That is crazy.
Like, they have so much money, so much resources. How can they just not do it? How hard? How hard is it? I don't understand.
Obviously, pretty hard.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I feel like the effort went out the window because people are like, oh, people are just going to compare us to Jaws, so let's just phone it
they
in.
just try to go bigger and
more CGI.
The Black Demon is
more
on
shocking and
streaming.
That I have no interest in, really. I mean,
we're watching it.
Maybe.
How dare you?
Yeah, it set the bar for practical effects and practical shark effects. The whole thing is, practical, and Steven Spielberg
They
actually
said it was a nightmare.
Yeah, he called it the turd. That's what he nicknamed it on set because it gave him problems literally every day, and like the production was halted multiple times, and he was like, "I don't think I'm going to finish this movie," and he didn't think he was going to work in Hollywood again after that because it was just
worth it though when you see the product how
it worked out, how dope it looks. Yeah,
that sideways shot of it coming in.
Yeah, even after all these years, it looks better than any of the CGI sharks. It's crazy.
Even the one in Disney World looks cooler than any of the shark movies nowadays.
That's right. Universal Studios.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shark in Jaws, that's top of my list for sure. Next up, I got the Predator from Predator. Wholly unique and menacing with an air of invincibility. I mean,
literal invincibility.
That is established throughout the film. You know, the look of the Predator is what makes him such an icon of sci-fi horror. With his like metallic silver gray mask,
everything about him.
He's got the armor, his dreadlocks,
green blood,
his claws, green blood, his gauntlet forearm blade, his shoulder turret.
And when he takes off the mask, he's a whole nother.
Yeah, right. when we get to the final showdown and the face reveal, it's a very rewarding moment because he looks like a scary, intelligent killer creature from another world.
And then Arnold delivers some classic lines.
Right. Who collects spines and skulls of its prey. His face looks like that of an insect zoomed up really close with very threatening eyes. Yeah, so he's just awesome looking. And as Arnold said, as you alluded to, you are one ugly mother... I don't need to say it. But the Predator. Definitely one of the best creature designs of all time, in my opinion.
Face is very vagina-like.
I mean, what vaginas are you seeing? That's what I want to know.
That'd be a terrifying vagina.
You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you're looking at, but all right. Next up, the werewolf in American Werewolf in London. I mean, that was groundbreaking for the time. It still is groundbreaking.
Yeah, the transformation.
The transformation is
still some of the best werewolf.
Second to none. Yeah, and the werewolf scenes, just how vicious it looks and awesome. And the makeup effects in that, what was his name? What's his name that did that? Troy Baker? No, not Troy Baker.
No idea.
Rick Baker.
I just think that and like Underworld, the transformation, like the werewolves look dope.
Oh, Underworld's sick, ones. Yeah. But I think it's Rick Baker. His makeup effects in American Werewolf in London, second to none, iconic. Next up, The Descent. The creatures in The Descent are so cool looking. They look like almost like vampires. They're called, what are they called? Lurkers, right? I believe they're called...
That's your movie.
I think so, yeah.
I believe they're called lurkers, and they look super pale. They got pointy ears. They look like...
like a human bat.
Human bat. That's a good...
They don't see light.
Yep, they don't see... They have sonar or whatever it's called. You know, echolocation. They catch their prey by using sound, and they live in the caves, and they're just terrifying looking.
Before you see them, it's like the thing of nightmares, like what you think would be down there, and like some creepy, crawly No hair looking deal.
Yeah, naked.
Nude.
Yep. And,
No genitalia, if I believe.
terrifying. So that one is definitely on my list as well. And then lastly, I got, of course, the Xenomorph / Alien Queen from Aliens. H.R. Geiger created the design.
Pervert.
You know, whenever someone says alien or aliens, that's the first thing you think of is that Xenomorph. It looks so awesome. It's got the acid blood. It's got the thing that comes out of its mouth. It's got the
Chest bursters.
chest bursters. Yep. There's so many cool things in those movies, but the Xenomorph is definitely one of the coolest creatures
Their eggs are sick.
of all time, for sure. The eggs, yep. But those are my top 5 creatures in movies ever.
And in
What do you-
Spaceballs, they're dope.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Okay, yeah, I put 1 and 2, the Yachtja from Predator and Xenomorphs from Alien. Honestly, I don't think there's any debate.
No.
Like, those are the top 2
Correct.
in all of film.
Mhm.
And, like, even their sequels are all sick. Like, because they change. There's new, like, Xenomorphs and Yachtjas, like, introduced, and they're all sick. The Shai-Hulud, which are in Dune, Graboid from Tremors, and Sandworms from Beetlejuice, because in my mind, I just like to think they're all related, like same species, just different movies.
Yeah.
But like giant worms that,
Come out of the ground.
All
come
pretty
around,
terrifying.
eat people, cause earthquakes,
Yep.
wreck shit.
They're got to
All
be in the
great.
same family.
Yeah. 13 Ghost, you could pick multiple ones. But I think like the ghost designs were so sick in that movie.
Yeah, there's like 5 that were
But yeah,
dope
like
in that movie.
so
Very
the
cool.
torso, the Pilgrimess, the Hammer, the Jackal, and the Angry Princess, I think are the best.
Very cool.
Princess is probably my favorite.
Right.
Yeah. Because she's naked?
No.
Yes.
She
She's
looks
attractive and she's naked?
That could be it.
The Jackal's like the head in the cage.
Yeah, Jackal's dope.
The Hammer was the giant dude that like, doesn't he fold the dude in half? Yeah.
It's very cool, yeah.
Here's an oddball one I didn't think either of you would think of. Audrey 2.
I have that.
The
on
like,
my list.
you do?
Yeah.
The Venus flytrap
Yeah.
from Little Shop of Horrors,
course, yeah.
which I told you guys is one of the only musicals like I care about.
Yeah.
But that movie's sick. That Venus flytrap is sick, like because it's very like cheesy and goofy, but still like
Threatening.
yeah, it eats people
And
and, it
menacing,
like
yeah.
sings. The singing is great. The
Yeah.
little leaves dancing, it's perfect.
perfect.
And then that's technically 5. But Little Monsters, like a movie from my childhood.
Yes.
All of the monsters in that, like how they created that whole like universe of like there's so many different monsters and you don't even really get an explanation for any of them. It's just like a whole world that these kids are immersed in.
Yeah, they could have expanded on that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's super unique.
Yeah, I don't know why of all things, especially children's stuff they give sequels to and remakes, why that's never been done before.
Probably something behind the scenes, like rights deals or something.
There's a couple I'm surprised you didn't say, but
I'm gonna-
I'll only bring them up if Joe doesn't say them.
I will. Forgot to give an honorable mention, but let me give an honorable mention real quick. I will just say, the Thing.
Okay, that was one
the
of them.
Thing. The creature design is so cool
Okay.
when he burns it and it like he puts the thing in the
Yeah,
in
the head with like the crab spider legs.
Yeah, that's so sick, right?
the cells in the petri dish.
Yeah, the idea of something hiding in a human body, like an alien.
Oh yeah, which
creature,
has been done
yeah.
so many times since.
but nothing as good as
No.
that. The
Except for
practical effects were groundbreaking.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the effects aren't as good, but like it's a very good movie that's like similar and
Zombies ate my
plot.
neighbor style.
All right, Joe. You're
well,
up.
you guys said most of mine. So I'll just gloss over those ones. I have The Thing, the Xenomorphs, Predator, and Audrey 2 on my list.
damn, I'm shocked that Joe used Audrey too.
Then I have The Fly.
Okay, that was the
Oh,
other
the-
one I was
which is
surprised.
great.
The Brundlefly.
Yes.
Classic practical effects. Goldblum killing it.
Yep, he's morphing into
Yeah, it's
Which
His
there's
body
still,
morphing
there's
into
still
a
supposed
fly.
to be a remake of that coming out.
I kind of hope there isn't, but
I like the dude who made it though.
who's making it?
I can't remember his name, but he made Sweetheart, like that movie with like the swamp thing, like
Oh, okay.
Creature of the Black Lagoon movie that came out from Netflix a couple years ago. And he made Slight, like the movie about the street magician kid who put like a thing in his chest so that he could legit have like telepathy and stuff for his
Okay.
magic tricks.
Right on. I think that transformation is gnarly. It just looks awesome.
But yeah, I think it was
over
especially
time.
for the time.
Yeah,
Didn't I-
it's
I said
such
it
good
before.
practical effects.
Yeah.
Zendaya, I think, is who was going to play the Fly.
That'd be interesting. And then a
That
couple
goes
just
back to
for
your boy
like
Tom
recency
Holland.
bias and or recent like and for fun of Psycho Gorman because that was kind of like an interesting.
That's
Like,
cool.
I've actually never watched
That's
that.
another movie though where the kid is punishing.
It's tough, yeah. But the movie's pretty
I just
pretty
wanted
entertaining.
the kid to die the whole time.
And then I had Pumpkinhead on here. Just 'cause
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that creature's gnarly.
It is,
and
man.
It's unique. It's tough to find unique characters.
That terrified me as a kid. That Pumpkinhead.
It's huge.
It is, man. It shows up and it's like always like hissing and stuff.
He uses like the Hulk Hogan backbreaker on somebody. And
Didn't it like snap someone in half?
carries him like this and like snaps him on his knee.
Man, that thing was terrifying, man. And
There's
it
a
was
ridiculous way for that thing to kill somebody is a backbreaker.
such a unique looking design too, and it's almost looks like somewhat of a dinosaur, almost like a
Yeah, part raptor.
crazy looking. But that was on my honorable mentions
The
too.
movies are pretty god awful for the most part, but
It's pretty good. Besides that,
Yeah.
trash. But
The Misfit song's pretty good.
yeah.
all right, guys, that's our top 5 monsters in films ever. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.